So good to see you all. How's everybody doing? So I'm gonna start off. First, I want to hear how you guys are doing. I just recorded. Let me bring my mic closer. I just recorded like a bunch of videos, so they should be coming out soon. Does anybody know if Mercury's in retrograde? Because I've been having technical issues. Um, Whenever that's the case, I know it's a technical issue. I mean, I know usually it's Mercury retrograde, but so great to see you guys. I have my blue little butterflies on for you guys, for the members, and for all of you. Butterfly is my favorite animal or insect. Okay, so we're gonna start off with Ariana Madix. She's gonna be first. I suppose everybody's too shy to tell me how they are today, which is fine. Thank you for watching. Please like the video as you enter the room. Yay, more people are joining. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So first, I'm going to do Ariana Madix. Second is Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Third is Justin Bieber's conservatorship. And what is going on there? I was going to do personal readings today and have the donation be going straight to this foundation. I found this amazing foundation. It's called Stand Together. I'm really, really happy to be. It's like an app/foundation. The only problem that I have is that YouTube takes a bit of my money if it's a super chat, and I want all the proceeds to go directly to them. So by next week, when I decide to do it, I'm going to have all the proceeds go to them, and it's going to be directly sent. So nothing will come to me, go straight to them. So I'm working on that. So I have a lot to work on. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Ariana Madix. Did anybody watch Vanderpump Rules? Oh my gosh, last week. So juicy, so like riveting. Oh my gosh. So I have been accurate a lot about what I predicted about her and what she's going through and so forth and so forth. So I did just want to do an update about her. In the beginning, I said that I feel like this kind of betrayal, if you don't know the betrayal, Ariana, who's on Vanderpump Rules, her best friend and her recent ex-boyfriend were having 7 months, even longer, I believe. I predicted that it's been going on for longer. The big reveal was that Tom is a very scary person. Tom is the ex-boyfriend, very scary person. People like that. I have an ex that's like that. I have like half and half. I have exes I half like, exes I half. I'm like, you're good, out of my life. But one of them, and this is the only true real ex I can say, textbook reminds me of this guy completely. And you realize what a strong they get in your brain, They have a psychological hold over you, and they tell you what you want to hear, and that's often how you end up being drawn to them. They love bomb you. They do all these things to make you feel safe, and then they manipulate you so much to the point where you have no idea who you are, what's going on, and so forth and so forth. So when you have strong boundaries, you can't get to these people. These people can't get to you, excuse me. So it's important for all of us to have strong self-esteem, build that up, and have strong boundaries. And these people will not exist anymore. Hopefully speaking. Okay, so let's get into this. I'm doing an update on Ariana Madix. I did say I see her moving to New York. And if you've lived in LA, you know the cliche that they say about LA, like everybody's fake. Most people in LA I've met are very fake people, very superficial. I have one friend that I can truly say is a friend from LA when I lived there. And I have so many friends from New York, already so many friends from Miami where I lived. I must say I'm more of an East Coast person, but it's just LA can be a very doggy dog type environment where everybody's just out for themselves, just want to use you, backstab you in a heartbeat. And this is an example of that. So her personality I see matching more New York. I did say that before. and I didn't even know she was dating this guy who lives in New York. I see her moving to New York. So 5 months, 7 of Swords, 9 of Swords. So she's still obviously going through a lot of emotional counting, like, you know, and I was cleaning my apartment today, and I thought to myself, how difficult, because I saw something from an ex that gave it to me. Actually, to throw it out because I don't like to hold on to things exes have given me. But I saw something an ex gave me, and I was like, wow, it must be so difficult for, because I had a memory of like, ooh, that kind of stung a little, even though I have nothing but love for this ex. He was a great, great, great guy. But I was like, oof, that stung a little, you know? I thought, wow, I can only imagine what Ariana must be going through, like going through boxes, having memories, having pictures, you know, and just remembering, taking her all the way back. Like, it still kind of hurts for me. And I'm over this guy. I don't have any, like, it ended well, relatively well. So I can only imagine for her how she feels, you know. So that just, this card depicts it. You see how sad she is. So poor thing. So I do see him like trying to talk to her, and this is what these narcissistic people do. They'll try to have a hold over you somehow, and she's been surrounded by so many people. He's like, if only I can get through to her. Only I can get through to her, but she won't listen. She's not gonna buy his life. And these type of people, because it's not just men, women can be like this too. They are so good at lying. They're so good at confusing you. You start to believe you're crazy. You start to believe all these things about yourself that aren't true. So with Eight of Pentacles, she's just focused on goals. Like, I think every day, and this is so good for her, I'm rooting for her. I know she wasn't perfect, and a lot of people are like, why is everybody standing behind Ariana so much when she has done it too? There's a huge difference between doing something in your early 20s, well, mid 20s, when it's just so different to me. I don't know. Especially, it's just very different. It's not right, but it's very different, you know? So the bottom of the deck, she's writing like goals, 2 of Wands, excuse me. She's writing goals she wants to accomplish, and she's really taking them seriously. And you know, at the end of my relationship with this person who reminds me exactly of Tom Sandoval, I really had to like focus on my dreams. That's when I moved to LA. That's when I decided my life, I want to create my life, and I want to create health. And I think she's doing that too, which is very powerful, and I'm so proud of her. So yeah. Does anybody have something to say before I move on to the next topic, which is Amber Heard. Amber Heard, and swap decks for this. Amber Heard, and she finally paid him, which I knew was going to take a long time. She finally paid Johnny Depp. So let me actually write that down. Comments. Amber Heard pays Johnny Depp. I was watching this show I watched was a podcast. It's called Nick Vile Files. I think he was like a former bachelor. I stopped watching The Bachelor a long time ago. But I love his show. I love his point of view. I think he is very fascinating. In fact, I'd love to meet a guy like him. Putting it on to the universe. But something that, so there was this editor of a piece that Randall Emmett was exposed on. I think it was LA Times, something like that. Yeah, I think it was the LA Times. But one of the editors, or excuse me, one of the writers of that piece that ended up becoming a documentary was on that show, Nick Vile Files. I'm just reading a comment here, that's why I got distracted. And she was like, well, she was using examples of women that have been silenced through NDAs and so forth, which I really do believe does happen. I don't think it happens to all these celebrities. One of them that I don't believe happened to was Amber Heard. She went on to say, look at Amber Heard, look at how much she has had to pay for a man like this. And I was just thinking, we all know Johnny Depp is innocent, and I don't mean completely innocent in terms of behaved inappropriately. I mean innocent in what he was accused of. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I always say this. 100% I say this. I don't believe Johnny Depp is completely innocent of. I don't want to say this in the wrong way, so please bear with me. I am on Johnny Depp's side in this, and I'm not a fan. I did say I saw him one time on Sunset Boulevard a long time ago. I think 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. But he seemed he had this energy of he was glowing. Beautiful energy. Beautiful. I was like stunned, I was like, what a beautiful person. And I looked closer and it was him. That's how he caught my eye. But I've never been a Johnny Depp fan. I haven't seen a Johnny Depp movie in years. I would say decades. The last one I saw was Strokola, I believe, or Pirates of the Caribbean. That's the last one I saw, which was a long, long time ago. So I have nothing to gain by saying this, that I strongly believe that Amber Heard has I think she has some disorder, like borderline, something like that. I'm just saying that off a whim. I don't know her. But I also strongly believe that Johnny Depp could have avoided being in a relationship like this. He was in 2 other relationships that didn't seem so dismal, that didn't seem so catastrophic, career ruining. But I think a part of him wants to self-sabotage, and that is very Gemini. We are actually in Gemini season, it's about to end. But I see a lot of that, some Geminis, they'll choose partners that are just complete train wrecks because they have this need to save, a need to they see a story. If somebody goes to them with a pity story, they'll be like, oh my gosh, how can I help build this person up? Which is a good quality, but sometimes not on the right people, So I strongly believe, especially as I see older guys, this happens to me a lot. Older guys would approach me and want to be in a relationship with me, and I just think to myself, I'm not against it because one of my exes was older and he was phenomenal, and I tend to date older guys, but I'm talking extremely older, and I just see psychological issues in them of wanting to be with somebody young and fresh, and it is almost like a desperate thing. I see a lot of it in Miami. It's a very desperate, I want to be young, energy. And if you don't have that, go ahead, date. As long as the person's above age, date, whatever. But I see that energy, and I see that in Johnny Depp. I strongly feel like he could have avoided this by dating somebody older, because she was what, 23 when they started dating, and that to me, that is too young. It's really too young. So let's see the energy, the update. Let me look at the comments really quickly before I continue. Okay, for me, they are each other's comments. I do believe that. I do strongly agree with you, 100%, Manu. 100%. I believe they are each other's karma. And sometimes you can still be a good person and get karma on a lesson you need to learn. And I do believe, I don't know him, Johnny Depp, but the energy I pick up on, I believe he is a good person. I can see that. Hi, Amy. Nice to see you. I'm so glad you joined. Amy's been a part of this channel from the beginning. I remember I had 9 subscribers when she reached out to me. So thank you, Amy. And I just reached 3,000. Thank you, everybody. Gosh, my eyes are starting to water because I feel just so grateful. Let's look at yes, I agree. She does. She has severe, and that's the thing. It's when you are the older person and you get into a relationship with somebody that's younger, and you can see that this person is mentally unstable. What about you is continuing this relationship? And that's a big question. I would like Johnny to ask himself. So let's see an update. Amber pays Johnny Depp. Let's see what the cards have in store for us. I was accurate in a lot of it. I said she's gonna move to Europe. I think she's ultimately gonna end up in France. Right now she's in Spain. And I did hear her speak Spanish. She actually speaks good Spanish. I'm not native Spanish speaker, but I do speak Spanish, so I could understand. And I was like, wow. Okay, so bottom of the deck. I'm going to start bottom of the deck for a reason. I get the Star card and the Empress. So I love this deck. My gosh, it's the Star Child Tarot. She did such a great job. Danielle Noel, she did such a great job with this deck, and we do actually have Moonchild Tarot in my store, so check that out too. But she feels, women like this are very entertaining, and I think that's how they kind of rope these men in. It's kind of that Jezebel energy where they make a lot of promises. I think somebody's helped her pay off this money, because Elon Musk actually, I remember, came out and said that he was very much into her, and she broke his heart and so forth. I think she's very good at playing people and promising people things that she doesn't deliver. And somebody has helped her. A man has helped her pay off this money. So the High Priestess, Queen of Crystals, and Four of Swords. I see very strongly here that there is this energy of she might be intuitive, she might be psychic, she might have an ability to read people, and she uses that for dark. Now, not all people who do what I do it for good, do it for kindness. They'll oftentimes use it against the person. And I don't think she necessarily reads tarot, but she's very good at reading people, and she can find your low point and kind of manipulate you. So she probably saw drinking problems about Johnny. She probably saw, I think she came into his life when he was doing very badly in his relationship, his former relationship, in his life, in his career. And she promised to be something to help reignite him and make him feel better about himself, which is almost like a con man energy. So, but I do see that as a guy helping her pay this money off. Don't think it's Elon Musk. I think Elon Musk is done with her. He has his own problems right now. Which I like Elon Musk, I've said this before. I went to the junior school. He went to the high school, not at the same time. But he went to Bryanston High. I went to Bryan Evans in first grade. And my sister actually went to Bryanston High. But so I have like a camaraderie with him because he went to my school, But some of the stuff he does, I'm just like, and I think he's a genius. I think he's an absolute genius. Yeah. But some of the things he does, and granted, he's human, so there's nuance. I don't think he's a bad person per se. Just think he's got a lot of issues he hasn't dealt with. So, who is this person helping him helping her pay off? Okay, so she's promised whoever this person is, and I can do some guesses. I'm not 100% sure. She's promised this person, Queen of Cups with a Fortune, Page of Cups, that she's gonna take care of him. It's an older guy. She's promised him she's gonna take care of him when he's older. I can see that very strongly. Eight of Swords, Two of Cups, and so they're forming a new friendship. It's a director. I strongly believe it's the same person I predicted before that's kind of pushing this narrative. I don't like to use the word narrative because everybody uses the word narrative, but pushing this narrative that she's the victim, he's the one that inflicted it. And in a few years, they're going to come out again with the story of she's the victim, he's the one, the abusel. And this is just the beginning. She's paying him back for now, but in a few years, she's going to try to get back at him again. What a vengeful person. And trust me, I wouldn't say I'm a vengeful person because I can forgive very easily. In fact, once you're out of my life, I don't really care about you. Not being mean, just saying, I don't have any ill will. But as an Aquarius, I'm a true Aquarius like that. If you do something to me, I will get even. I'll either tell you off or I'll do something to get, not revenge, but just to make sure you don't do that again to me or anybody else. But what she's doing is very different. It's like never letting go of this. It's just something else. She's a piece of work. Okay, so let's move on to Justin Bieber's conservatorship. People have been saying, "Oh, I believe he's in a conservatorship, or about to be in one." Let's see what the story is. Something's definitely off about him. Something's definitely 100% off about him. I don't know what it is. Oh, you're an Aquarius? Yay! What kind of Aquarius are you? Hold on, I'm just going to quickly move my leg. It's starting to hurt. I just have to move around really quickly. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. So, you said, let's see this comment. This whole comment. Sun and rising. Awesome. Are you February or January? I feel like February and January are very different. January, I feel like can conform to society more, but February we're just like in our own world. Okay, so Justin Bieber, who is Pisces, actually, Sun and Pisces. Let's see. It's conservatorship, alleged conservatorship. Okay, so this is not looking good. Not looking good at all. This is really bad. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is really, really, really bad. Like, I have to just process this before I read the cards. Okay. If you are a Justin Bieber fan, I'd be very concerned. Very, very concerned. And I don't want you guys to go on and send messages of hate to Hailey Bieber, but I think she's a part of a bigger plan to get him into a conservatorship. Okay, so the moon, 6 of Wands, 4 of Swords. The energy I picked up on very strongly was that this is not good. This is not good at all. She is not, wow. I'm going to try to say this in a way that's not like offensive. I strongly believe, and this is intuitive based, she is in talks with people about his mental well-being. She's going to frame it. See, this is why I don't trust a lot of female Sun and Sagittarius, because this is not this extreme, but stuff like this has happened to me. She's gonna backstab him. The devil, both on the deck strength. She's gonna say, this is what I see happening. She's going to say that he is abusive, that he is not a good husband, and some of it might be true, but she's going to try to win favor over his fans by setting him up to be put in a conservatorship. I wonder why everybody was onto it, like why a lot of his fans were onto it. Does anybody know? What's in the comments? Oh, your February? Yeah. I had an inkling in February, but I just wanted to just feel that. Because February Chris, like I said, I feel like we're very like in our own in our own world. Now I'm not saying anything bad about you, but just the energy I got with February Aquarius. But I would be concerned. If you're a Justin Bieber fan, I'd definitely be concerned. I feel like she was a set up. Hi Valerie, welcome. I feel like she was set. She's kind of like Delilah. You know Samson and Delilah? Man, he's got to get out of this. I think he's already seen signs. That's why he's withdrawing. And I did predict that that's when she would end up filing for divorce. But he's dealing with a backstabber. The Star, Judgment, Knight of Cups. He's dealing with a backstabber. I wonder why he married her. She lied to him, the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, for her own gain, for her own financial. But she's been raised to be this kind of person. It's scary. We like this. So yeah, she has something to do with the conservatorship. She's relaying the message to somebody else. It's like a manager who wants him in a conservatorship. Okay, so let's see. Hi Valerie, waving back at you. So there were blinds about it. Also lots of articles about he's not available once you retire. She is, I'm telling you, going to. So sad. Sad. Who's this? Blessings to all here and the ones in relationship. Hope we have our parents raised. Yeah. 100%. 100% her parents raised her for this. Whoa. This is a lot deep. I want to do like a deep dive. I'm going to do a deep dive next week about this because this is not looking good. Where were the blinds? Because sometimes people send me blinds and I'm like, a lot of what Dumois says, I've seen blinds matching the videos I've done. People have sent me like the blind later. Okay, I'm just gonna have to put you on a timeout. I'm putting Tarot Destroyer on the timeout. Too many. I appreciate the comments. Too many comments. I can't read what they're saying. So you're on a timeout. Okay, so yeah, she was raised. Yeah, my gosh, it's bad, guys. It's very, very bad. I don't like to sugarcoat things, and I hardly say stuff like this, but it's not good. I do believe his mental health isn't the best, but I don't think it is bad. I do believe his mental health is not good. I do strongly believe it. Let's see. Sorry, this person's energy is just the Tarot Destroyer. The person's energy is. I'm gonna have to get moderator very soon. Once my live start picking up, I'll get a moderator because it kind of messes with my energy. But it is not good. It's not good at all. And she's going to come across as like she's trying to help him, but she's backstabbing him. Okay, this is what I pick up on energetically. She's like contributing to his mental she's contributing to his mental health. You know, when you're in a bad relationship or toxic relationship, like I believe this one is, and he's made in the public out to be like this nasty guy, I do think he can be controlling. I do think he has his, like all of us do, especially when you're a 20-year-old, like, you know what I'm saying, who's married, who I think they were too young to get married anyways, and I've been saying that for a while. This goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than just being like a normal person who has their issues to this woman is, she's a backstabber. She's going to backstab him and try to do it. Now, let's see if it's going to go through. Whew, that was heavy. I'm so shocked. I'm like, wow, people can be like this. You know that movie, Sleeping with the Enemy? Wow. So, no, nobody can cause video media. Nobody at all. I'm immune to that. So, will she succeed? Let's see. Man, she's... You know, I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt in the beginning because I can only imagine how horrible it must be to be in that position. You know, this is what I've had to deal with in my private life with Sun and Sagittarius a lot of the time. I had a recent friend who was a Sun and Sagittarius, and I let her into my life, and she just, as has been the case with many, backstabbed me, and Libras too. Libras can do this too, but backstabbed me and made up lies about me, and is still continuing to talk about me, even though I haven't been friends with her for a very long time. So when I see this, I'm just reminded of how, I'm not saying all Sun and Sagittarius are like this, but a lot I've encountered and have seen, the woman can be very much like this. So let's see. Listen, sweetheart, next time you're going to be on a timeout too, okay? It's all about my cards. I know I've been doing this for almost 20 years. I know exactly how to protect my energy. So don't try to get into my head with lies, okay? It's not going to work. Just saying. And you'll be on a timeout too. You'll be banned too. You'll be blocked too. I don't have time for fearmongers. Okay, let's see. She's not a good... The energy I'm picking up on, guys, it's not good. It's wicked energy. Wow. You see, once I start talking about this, all of a sudden these people come on my page. It's something to do with her, too. Something to do with her too. So let's see. It's sad because he went into my... Yeah, he did. I do believe. And I believe she's plotted again. This is so bad, guys. Wow. Okay, let's see if she'll be... I'm shocked at how bad it is. Let's see if she'll be... I see her, like... Now I see an image of her. And it's wicked. She really is not just a mean girl. It's worse. Okay, so no, she won't be able to. She definitely won't be able to. Let's see. Hierophant 7 of Wands, 8 of Cups. Yeah, she's going to come across as like innocent. This is what my experience with a lot of Sun and Sagittarius has been. They come across like innocent and oh please. Somebody's writing something. Not you, Keys, Trading Journal. Not you, sorry. I just read a comment by this girl who's like, run for your life, your channel, please. I'm just like, whatever, because I'm revealing the truth about what's going on. But wow, this is not good at all. At all. But people are gonna see through it. There's somebody helping her. I don't think it's her dad. I don't think it's an older figure. It's not her dad. Who came to her with a plan to get him. Or maybe it is her dad, but I don't see it being her dad. Because there's not a lot of connection to them. Or maybe it's her dad, they just don't have a lot. But I don't see it being her. It's possible, what I'm saying. But I don't see it being him. So, sorry, Amy, you said, in my opinion, JB doesn't appear to be a good partner. Yeah, of course, he's not. But that's what I'm saying, is that he is, like on a human level, when you just suck, that's him. But this is beyond human level. This is like evil stuff. I'm shocked. I agree, Amy. Separating him, yeah. I have been sending good intentions. Please do. He needs it. No, it's not Scooter. Actually, I get a good vibe about Scooter, even though people don't agree with me. I don't get a bad vibe from Scooter. I really don't. But yeah, I don't get a good vibe. I mean, I get a good vibe from Scooter, actually. In fact, some people don't, but I think in Hollywood, he is one of the least he's one of the least dangerous people and manipulative, and I think he's just very like shallow and but there's a lot of darkness in Hollywood, like these people that are trying to come on my page because I'm talking about this. It's not gonna, I'm not afraid of anybody or anything. So I've seen the darkness face to face, trust me, and I'm still here, so nothing is going to stop me from this channel, the truth, or anything. It's not a spiritual attack. It's definitely her. And they said her mother's Brazilian, right? There is some darkness with her family. I picked that up 100%. And I see it coming from the mother, like I did say this before, spell work, that kind of thing. They're very much into that. And I think she put a spell on him. And isn't it funny, they act like these Christians and so forth, and like they're doing good, But definitely. Okay, so yeah, I can see it. I can definitely see it. Comes from her mother's side. But the guy, I'll have to do a deep dive next week. And guys, please remind me, because I'm the worst. I'm the absolute worst at remembering. I'm like, I'll do this video next week. And then, because I have so many other lives that go on in my life. So, I forget. And I'm like, okay, should have done that video. But please remind me if I don't do it. They said he signed with the new management. The same that help. Yeah, okay. I can definitely see that. I want to do a deep dive on who the manager is and so forth and so forth. And please, be prepared for the spammers and stuff like that. But It's coming from her. I didn't see this darkness about her before, but she's a very dark person, very dark soul. Very dark soul. Wow. I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt, but I see it now. I see it all very, very, very clearly. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys today. I'm gonna burn some Palo Santo. In fact, this is what I recommend for everybody. If you have Palo Santo, burn it in the morning and at night to clear yourself of any energies. Yeah, it's very helpful, especially when dealing with energy vampires, darkness. It's very, very helpful. I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, her mother does. Yeah, you can tell her mother does. I can just see it. I can see it. Wicked people. My gosh, that energy. I see it very clearly. Very clearly. Yeah. I mean, and because the world, it's similar to Kanye, Kanye, the world hated him, so they aligned themselves with people. And I think it comes from Chris, that scorpionic energy that's like, I have you back, And I usually love Scorpios, but sometimes Scorpios can be when they become jaded and money hungry, can be very wicked people. So I wouldn't be surprised if they tried. So I'm going to leave it there. I don't like to usually be the bearer of bad news, but sometimes, it's called No Light Tarot, and that's just the way it goes down. If I were, I'm just going to wish him well and pray for him tonight because it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I don't think they're going to end up doing it, but if any of you have my Instagram, please send me the blind items. I know, and I see that. Can I tell you? Okay, so I've worked. Well, some of my friends have worked because I'm from New York, and some of my friends have worked with people that have worked with Alec Baldwin. Have had horror stories, absolutely horror stories. Like they tell me stories, and I'm like, whoa. I also used to. This has got me thinking about how deep these things go. But one of my friends, no, I don't see that. I don't see that with him. I don't see that with him, but I definitely see he needs to get out of this ASAP. ASAP. But okay, so one of my former yoga teachers was Hilary Baldwin, Hilaria, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're into like darker. That's all I'm gonna tell you from what I can see now. Some darker energy, sourcing energy, that kind of stuff. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. Okay, so yeah, I don't usually predict pregnancies. I don't see it. Otherwise, I wouldn't just say nothing. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see. It's not looking good right now. It's not looking good at all for him. But please, guys, pray for him. Wish him well. If you don't believe in prayer, send him lots of good energy, lots of good vibes. He's gonna need it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming. Even though that was a shocker. Thank you, please. His God is up with her. I believe so too. You remember, I don't know if you guys watched this video, but I said that he's gonna start to distance himself from her because he's very intuitive, and I think that's why he hasn't been defending her. Wow. Very, very shocking. It's funny because some of my friends are famous, I've dated famous people, and you start to see like people change. Like, I don't know necessarily if some of my friends that are well known have changed. I can see that totally. And I think a part of the reason is because they feel like they can't trust anybody. And I see why. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I think so too. Keys Trading Journal said he's trying to get out quietly. I think so too. And I said, I see the energy. If he is trying to get out quietly, I don't want to disrupt that energy because I think he should get out very strongly. He should get out because he's dealing with wicked, wicked energy. Suckers, blood suckers. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to end it there. You see, the thing is, I don't think he is causing the drama. I think she is. I think he's just one of those people. I'm going to do a deep dive. But I don't want to do it if I'm disrupting his plan to get out. But I plan on doing a deep dive. We'll see what happens. I'm going to do a deep dive about it next week. And like dedicate a full video like I did with Kim Kardashian and her exes. I want to do it. Justin Bieber. I want to do like a full deep dive of what he really, because now that I've seen this energy, it's not good. Not good at all. So let me leave you guys there. But also, I don't think he would get married for papers, guys, because he can get those papers any. Sorry, I removed myself from the stream accident. He could get papers from, visa, OT papers. He could marry somebody else. He could marry almost anybody, really. Why her? I'm gonna do a deep dive about that because even when they got married, it was very lackluster. So we'll see. Yeah. So let's. Some people are saying like this tarot destroyer. I'm like, what? Anyways, it's been an eventful day. I'm not scared of these people. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week. We're gonna do a live again. I'm gonna ask for some questions. Yeah, and next week I'll be doing the foundation. I do want to set it up that the money goes directly to the foundation. It's an amazing foundation that I found that I'm really happy to support. Yeah, I shall do it very, very soon. But yeah, I'm really happy all of you joined. I love you all. I'm going to end this. Please take care of yourselves. Lots of love, lots of kisses. Take care.